Got to show you, mate. Microneedling patches. That is what I'd come on for, as well as the dermaplaning, because I'd started off these little microneedling patches. It's only a quick one. These little microneedling patches, they come in these little packs. I don't know whether you can see. Let me see them. They're very, very, very fine. You're not going to be able to see there, are you? On the patch is very, very fine needles. It's really, really small little needles. I think there's 64 on them. Put a bit of any. You don't have to. You don't have to. But obviously, because these little needles are said to stimulate collagen on their own. But you know me, anything. I'll stick anything. Frightened to death of getting old. Can't grow old gracefully. I'm not doing it. I don't care what anybody says. But anyway, these microneedling patches, they stimulate the collagen in your skin. Like the microneedling and everything else does. But these, you just put them on. And they just stick in. Look. Because they've got their own little needles on them. You just take them out and just... And they just stick into your skin. Now, they don't hurt because they're not going deep enough into your skin to hurt. Do you know what? I've lost one. They're not going deep enough into your skin to hurt. I want you to try and see the tiny little needles that are in there. Yeah. So me, you don't have to do, but I always put some on. This is peptide. Peptide is what you need when you're an older person. When you're from the older generation. Well, you need peptides anyway. But yeah, so stick these microneedling patches on. You don't have to dig them in. Just stick them on, and they'll stimulate the collagen underneath. I've stuck some polyglutamic acid complex. It's a face serum. It's a peptide moisturiser. I've just stuck some of that on because you need your peptides. As well as everything else that you're putting onto your skin. But these, yeah, just keep them on, and then you just keep them on for 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes. Just while you're wandering around the house, while you're moving up, while you're supposed to be doing a little work like I am, while you're doing anything. Don't really matter, does it? Just put them on. Yeah, they just stay on. Because it's like a Velcro, isn't it? When you see Velcro stick together, this is what this does. And they just go into your skin. Again, they don't jab into your skin. There's no massive needle. You couldn't even see them properly, could you? It's a tiny little needle. What you've got to be very aware of when you're starting with the skin. I'm going to do a video on that, of the levels of the skin, the dermis, the epidermis, the subcutaneous, and just how deep these things are when you, in the grand scheme of things, when you've got your needles going in them and you think you have to stick a needle really far in somewhere to get down to the nitty-gritty. You don't. It's like when I've done the not fat dissolve, when I've done the fillers into my cheeks, and it's made my cheeks swell, which in turn then when the cheek goes down, because the collagen's going, because I'm older, has made it like a deflated balloon, my skin, because where you think they were quite swollen, my eyes, but where you think, well, they're not that swollen, actually doesn't take a lot of fluid to make the eye appear swollen, and then when the fluid's gone, it leaves that bag, but it's not much fluid when you think it's going to take a lot. God, my eye must have been really swollen. No, the eye was swollen a little bit, which appears not much to you, but obviously it's a lot in the stretch. This is what I'm saying to you, with the depth of needles going into your skin and as such, you're going to think it's going to take a lot of that needle, and it's not. So when you're watching videos, pay attention to the sizes of the needles that people use and for what areas you use them, the size on. you start using big 13mm needles under your eye. I mean, you can if you know that you're only going to use a portion of that needle and that you're not going to accidentally ram the whole needle in. Do you see what I mean? So they sell needles for a reason. They sell needles, mesotherapy needles and such, for that reason, so that they're not going so far into your skin, because you're going to start hitting your subcutaneous, then you're going to go further than that. We're onto the bone then, aren't we? So anyway, I might do, when I get time, I might do a video on that. But for now, microneedling patches, they are quite good if you use them. You can use these almost every day. They're not harmful. They're not anything superb, but they're just stimulating the collagen underneath your eyes. As I say, I always put a little bit of something on, but just remember, again, you're puncturing the skin, so whatever you put on, make sure it's pure, make sure it's non-perfumed, otherwise you're going to come a cropper, and then you get swollen under eyes that we're trying to get rid of in all these videos that we keep doing, that we keep pushing and pushing and pushing out, and all these fancy new treatments that keep coming out, and etc, etc. We're here so that you don't have to waste your money on them. I see lots of women on here doing lots of videos. Not the same as me, you know. Some of them are professional, some of them are not. Some of them have watched videos, which you can do. It's like, I'll show you videos. You can watch videos, but you are not an expert by any means because you've watched a video. You won't get insurance for watching a video. So just know that these people are not insured to do these treatments. You know, just be careful. Anyway, until we meet again, goodbye.